morning, it is Fangs and welcome to a special Q&A we're going to be having on my channel here today. We're going to be doing a Q&A on none other than Snapchat, and I don't know if you guys like follow my old Snapchat and you noticed that it was just gone completely a long time ago, like a year ago. My main Snapchat that I had all my viewers and all my followers on was amazing, happened to get hacked and then got deleted. It was so sad. I was upset. I did start a new one. I don't promote it very often. I kind of just have it with my friends, but I do have some people that follow me on it, and I wanted to kind of bring that to you here today by doing a Snapchat Q&A, which I haven't done in a long time. A lot of these have pretty funny videos and some good questions, and they usually turn out really good, so I decided to do that here today. If you're loving this, you want to see another one of these Snapchat Q&As, in the comments down below, put hashtag Snapchat so that you yourself can possibly have a chance to do this, because you might not have been on Twitter to see when this was going live, and then get this video right here to a big whopping 2,000 likes. She smashed it on my last video when I did the bath thing. You smashed it, so thank you guys so much for that. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe already. So we're gonna get started with this here, and it's gonna be a Snapchat Q&A. Let's see what these questions are like.
If you had a child and he was a vegetarian/vegan, what would you do and would you be okay with it?
What a really good question. See, this way usually I miss the entire first part of what they're saying, but this time I seem like I'm getting it. So, if I had a child, I actually have heard about this. I have a friend who has a friend of a friend, who their kid just already 3 years old associates like meat with animals. So she's like, oh, a cow and a burger, not gonna do it. So she will not eat any type of meat possible. And there's a lot of kids that just don't in general. A lot of kids at certain ages don't like meats. They're like vegetarians without even knowing. What the heck? Is someone calling me? What the heck was that? They're vegetarians without even knowing it, which is crazy. So if my kid happened to come out and he was like, I don't like meat, I don't want to hurt animals, or for whatever reason, there's a reason that he didn't like meat, I would be okay with it, because that's fine. I had a time, like actually for like a good 4 months, where I didn't eat meat because I don't like the idea of how they process it. I don't like what they do to the animals, and it ended up like I stopped doing it because I just love chicken so much, but I ended up like not continuing with it. So if he wants that and that's what his life is, any choice that he makes in his life, I'm gonna be supportive of, unless he wants to be like a serial killer. And then at that point, I can't really be supportive. Oh my God. Of course, that's gonna be in here. Please, how did you, that's from like the 4th of July. Where are you in my videos right now?
Hey Jesse, I would like to ask you about was you doing your dream job, and keep up the good work.
Thank you very much, by the way. I can't possibly say that YouTube was my dream job because I didn't really know that YouTube would have become a thing. I never imagined. When I was younger, I used to tell my friend Jenny, I used to be like, I'm either gonna be a WWE wrestler, I'm gonna be a pro basketball player, or I'm gonna be a veterinarian. So I guess those were my dream jobs, and none of those worked out. I couldn't do basketball anymore after my sophomore year in high school because of a heart problem. I couldn't be a veterinarian just because I didn't want to go to Texas A&M, which is the biggest veterinarian school here in Texas, and I probably could have done it, but I don't know. I just couldn't imagine putting animals to sleep. It would hurt my heart, even though I love animals, and that's what I thought I wanted to do. And then obviously WWE wrestling went out the window whenever I got in high school, and I realized that I didn't want to have anything with WWE as my job, at least. Like, I did watch it a little bit more, but I didn't want to have it as my job. So YouTube wasn't my dream job, but as I'm having the job, it is a dream. What the heck is, oh my God. So we've had a video on this before, but I'll like rehash it. My son's name is going to be Brooks James, B-R-O-O-K-S James, but we're gonna call him Rook, and Rook is short for Brooks. It's like the R-O-O-K in Brooks. So his name's gonna be Rook. Interesting little video you sent me there.
Regard you to the YouTube, and how did you get to know the likes of Nick 20T, the Panthers, and the skills?
So I wasn't really interested in doing YouTube. I think I've gone over this before, but I've got new viewers, so might as well say it. I wasn't interested in YouTube. I was interested in the competitive part of Call of Duty. Did that, needed to post it to where on GameBattles.com where people couldn't catch me cheating, or sorry, catch me cheating, where I could catch other people cheating because they would say they beat me when they didn't. So that's what got me into like streaming, only to show that other people were cheating when they weren't supposed to be. And then I ended up getting some random guy, he wasn't even English, ended up getting me into FIFA by telling me to get it. Got that within like 2 weeks of me playing that. I think Nepenthez, Calfreezy, and JJ, and maybe 889 Skills were all in a call together, and they saw me, and so they decided to come into my stream, and they raided me, and I got a huge group of people in my stream, and I played against them in some matches, and then from there they invited me into a call, and I just kind of got to know them that way. So instantly, like for my beginning of my career on FIFA, I got into a call, then they kind of talked me into YouTube, and this company called Yoush that was part of Full Screen talked me into it. They're like, you should try YouTube, because I was just streaming at the time, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a try, I'll do some editing and stuff, and I actually loved it. But I met Nep right away. I met AA9 Skills pretty much right away. I met Bateson right away, and JJ and Calfreezy, and then from there Nick came way later. He started streaming later after me, and so they've been my friends for a while. Like I think I've known Nep and Skills for at least almost 6 years, which is wild.
Yo, Jesse, how did you come up with your name being Fangs? Yeah.
That was the super cutest Snapchat filter ever. So Fangs comes from a TV show called True Blood. Not that I'm a huge vampire lover. I do watch Vampire Diaries now, but it's still not, I just am not like, oh my god, vampires are so hot. No, I watched this show called True Blood. It was on HBO, and the main character that I loved, who's like my favorite actor still, he's on The Gifted right now, Stephen Moyer, was a vampire. And in the show, if you fornicated with, if you even like hung out with vampires, it was like in the South, and they'd be like, you're nothing but a fang banger. And I was like, dude, that is a great name. So I made it Fang Banger, but then whenever I got bigger on YouTube and I started wanting to get like deals and partnerships with stuff, people are like, Fang Banger is a little inappropriate. So a lot of the guys in my call, like Nep and them, were calling me Fangs with the S on the end, so I just shortened it to Fangs, and that's where it came from.
But you think this dog is so broke.
I don't even know what just happened right there. I have no idea. Let's go to this one.
If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
Right now, I really want to go to Bora Bora. Like, it's been on my mind, and now that I'm pregnant, I definitely don't have any time or any like option to go. But Bora Bora has been a dream forever. I kind of wanted to go there on my honeymoon, but it was like $16,000 to stay there for like 4 or 5 days, and our parents were paying for it, so I felt kind of bad being like, hey, you want to spend $16,000 on my honeymoon? We ended up going to St. Thomas, which was also pretty expensive, but it was not anywhere close to that. But it was so expensive, and then when you got there, apparently like drinks and everything were really expensive. So at one point, if I can get a free vacation to Bora Bora, anybody who lives in Bora Bora, hook a sister up. That's where I want to go.
I eat chocolate.
Yo, what is that creepy laugh? Get out of here with that, you weirdo! That was so creepy.
So yeah, my question to you is, how did you met all of the Sidemen? I mean, if you can answer for one, I mean, for Minmint.
So I can't answer how I met Miniminter, and it went a little bit like this. I gave birth to him. No, I'm just kidding. The real way that I met him is by whenever I was just getting big in YouTube. I think I had maybe 60K subscribers, and he probably had like 20K or something. We were very small at the time. He contacted me. I was already gonna go to Eurogamer. He contacted me via like Skype or something and was like, hey, I'm Simon. We've never met before, but I'm gonna be at Eurogamer. I'm friends with JJ, and it will be cool to meet you there. And then I wanted to know if you're interested in doing this series. And so he was from the UK, obviously, I was from the USA, and he was like, it's gonna be called UK versus USA, and we can do all these challenges, and I think it'd be a good idea. And so at the time I was like, you know, yeah, that sounds cool. Like, I didn't know him very much at all, didn't know very much about him, but he seemed like a nice guy. And then when I met him at Eurogamer, he was also extremely nice there. So I was like, this is gonna be great. And that's like the beginning of me and Simon. We did, like, it's so weird how it came together. But from like that point to then, we made so many different videos together. It's been wild, and somehow after some inside joke where he decided to say I was his mom, I've become his mother, and that's how it's gone from here. So yeah, I'm about to give him a little brother. I'm about to give him a little brother.
I was wondering what you were thinking about naming the baby so far, and also what Simon's reaction was whenever you told him that he was going to be a big brother.
So we've already gone over what I was going to name him. His name's gonna be Rook. I told Simon, I told all the guys together. So I told Simon it was gonna be a boy before the other guys, but I told all of them together that it was JJ, Josh, Freya, Simon, and Vic, I think I had in a text, and I was like, I'm pregnant. I just wanted to tell you guys before it went out because obviously you're my close friends. I want you to know about it. And they were all crazy excited, and Simon was like, oh, I'm gonna have a little brother, and it said all this funny stuff. So they were all super excited about it. And then I told Simon if it was gonna be, that it was gonna be a boy first before anybody found out about that. He was super excited about that as well. Not that I don't think any of them cared if it was a boy or a girl, but it's just exciting to know that you know your baby's sex type of thing. Like, oh, it's becoming more and more real type of stuff. So that was the reaction. They were all through like DMs and stuff, so I can't be like, I don't know what their actual face looked like, but they were all happy via text at least.
What are your thoughts on FIFA 18?
Yo, it was dark in there. So FIFA 18, I'm not as big of a like criticizer of it as most people are. So FIFA 18 for me, I don't play FUT Champions, so I don't get to have the problems, although I think I might do it because people said they want to see me do it. I might do it for a weekend, but I don't have the problems that a lot of people have been having in FUT Champions. I do have input delay a little bit. It's not as bad for me as it was in FIFA 17. I have a problem with connecting only to people that are like not even near my country. Like they're in South America or maybe Central America or in the islands that are below me. Like they're never like completely near me, which is a problem. And I get speed up lag somehow because my internet is so fast. I think I have 1 gig up and 1 gig down that it tries to make up for anyone who has a really slow internet. People who I'm playing who might have like a 1 upload or something like that. And so I get speed up lag all the time and that really bothers me. That kind of stuff, I'm like, we're in 2017, almost 2018. How are we having these issues? But for the most part, like my pack luck has been pretty good in FIFA 18. My gameplay has been alright, so it's not a terrible game for me. It's just not like, nothing has changed to make it, oh my god.
And this is a really simple question. Since when did you start making FIFA videos? And please shout out my name.
We have Aaron the Man. There's your name shout out. I started making FIFA videos in 2013 maybe? FIFA 12 was my first game. But sometimes maybe it was 2012 then. It was either 2012 or 2013, so it's been a while. I've been playing FIFA now for nearly 5 years, and I haven't gotten that great at it, so yeah.
Who would you rather spend a day with, Pele or Maradona?
Gonna have to say Pele in that moment. Like, out of the two, the one that I know the most of, obviously my football knowledge is like very short, limited. I started watching and paying attention to the sport 5 years ago, so I don't have the same as most people who are FIFA YouTubers that have watched it their whole life. But Pele is the one I know the most about, the one that I think it would be a dream to like spend time with, and the one that I'd like to ask all these questions to. So Maradona might be somebody that other people love, but for me, I'd spend that time with Pele.
In your opinion, who's your favorite member of the Sidemen?
People ask me this all the time, and I can't choose a favorite member of the Sidemen. I try not to choose. They're all my friends. They're all really nice. The ones that I spend more time with would probably be JJ, Josh, Miniminter, Simon, and Vic because I stay with them when I'm there, but I love Tub Jizzle as well. Bazinga is really nice. Rhoda Shaw, I've known forever. I've probably known him longer than most of them because I met him as one of my first YouTubers to meet. But in general, if I had to choose one, if I was gonna have a gun to my head and I had to choose who was gonna be my favorite, I'm probably going to have to say it's gotta be Simon. He's my son. It's gotta be Miniminter. That has to be the one. I'm sorry for anyone else who gets offended if they watch this, but it's gotta be Simon.
Hi Fangs, my question is, what has been the best moment of FIFA 18 so far? And what can't you wait for? I can't wait for Team of the Year.
I can't wait for Team of the Year either. My best moment of FIFA 18, well, I did win the draft. That was a huge moment. That wasn't my best moment, but that was a huge moment. But my best moment for me, what's going on in FIFA 18, is whenever I packed an icon. Like, it was insane. I didn't just pack an icon. I packed Vieira's 88 card. Not his 86, his 88 card. That was massive. That was worth like 2 million coins. So that is my best moment so far, and my favorite moment at least, of FIFA 18.
What is the most enjoyable video you have made / done with another YouTuber on your own channel?
The funniest video I ever made and it was with YouTubers, not a YouTuber, it was YouTubers, is I did my reading perverted comments video with the Sidemen, but it was really, it might have been Vic, but I know it's JJ, Josh, and Simon. And it was the most hilarious video to record. Like, seeing their reactions to some of the perverted comments that come on my channel was just too much to handle. And editing it and doing all the parts to it was just so much fun. That is like my best collab video, I'd say. Some of the football videos are fun, but that one with like all the funny comments and like the humor that came out of it was just hilarious. Why are you, he was just sitting, this dude was just sitting in the hospital with a pair of Snapchat shades on, just drinking it. What were you doing in the hospital, bro? I hope everything's okay.
I know y'all are excited about having baby Brooks. So, besides actually having a baby, what is the thing you're most excited about that's gonna change when the baby gets here? And what's the thing y'all are most apprehensive or scared about once he gets here? And congrats.
Thank you very much, I appreciate it. So most excited will be just the fact that I'm gonna be a mom, that I have to like, I'm excited that I'm gonna have somebody that relies on me, that I'm gonna have to take care of, and that I'm gonna be able to give like all my love and all my everything to. Like, that's huge for me because, I mean, growing up I had a pretty crazy childhood. My relationship with my mom is a little suspect. If you've watched any of my videos, you know my past, it's suspect. We're closer now, but we were not then. And so for me to be able to give what I don't think that I got at a certain age is like very exciting to me. Like I want to be there. I want to be like what my dad was to me, to my kid, which I got that later because I didn't get to live with my dad until I was like 11 or 12. But whenever it comes to being apprehensive, obviously, it's gonna be my sleep. Like, I think about it all the time. All everyone ever says is, you know what? Get ready to get up every 3 hours in the middle of the night because you're gonna be doing it. And I'm like, that does not sound awesome at all because I get really moody and really cranky when I don't get my sleep. So I'm kind of worried about that, but I'm also super excited. That's just like the one thing I think about.
So Jesse, so my question is, what is your favorite FIFA and why?
We all know my favorite FIFA was FIFA 14. And all I have to say is 3 words. Wing, cross, head. You can kind of do it in this one. People told me, oh, crossing is not as good this year, FIFA 18. Best believe it is. I use it all the time right now. Not so much from the outside of the wing, you gotta push inside the box a little bit more. But in FIFA 14, it was so overpowered that I actually dominated. Like I could play in a fatal and maybe get like closer than losing in the first round. Although I think I did in FIFA 15. But anyway, FIFA 14, I could kill people because I was so deathly with the overpowered crossing that they had. And so that made it my favorite game. Being good at a game obviously makes it your favorite game.
What's your favorite holiday? Why? You're a cool YouTuber.
I don't know what he said at the end, if anyone wants to translate for me. Favorite holiday, probably, I think I've said this before, it's Halloween. Just because of all the cool stuff that happens, you get to dress up, it's just a lot of fun, it's near my birthday, so it's always been good. But then, Thanksgiving, like I love Christmas and I love presents, but Thanksgiving is a fun one too because you get to eat so much. And this year, I got to eat a ton because I was feeding for 2. So I had like 3 plates and I still wasn't full and I was like, this is great. This is the greatest one. Usually I'll eat like 75% of a plate and be full. No, I wasn't full at all. It was amazing.
Hi, my question for you is, what do you miss the most that you can't have now that you're pregnant but you could have before? Hi.
Oh girl, the thing that I miss the most is gotta be Red Bull. Like, I love Red Bull. I shouldn't love Red Bull. I'm a little bit addicted to Red Bull, but I can't have it and it sucks. Like I thought, because everyone says, oh yeah, you can have like 200 milligrams of caffeine whenever you're pregnant without it being a problem. Yeah, but Red Bull's got all this other stuff in it. It's got aspartame, it's got taurine, it's got everything you don't want to put inside your baby. So although I can have coffee, which I hate, I'm not a big coffee fan unless it's like a McDonald's McCafe, like caramel, just full of all kinds of stuff, because I love that. I honestly just miss Red Bull. Like the moment I have him, he comes out, I pop him out, I'm gonna have a Red Bull sitting on the side of the table just to chug it. I better be able to chug it right after.
If your kid was a boy, what would you name it? And if your kid was a girl, what would you name it?
Well, he is a boy, so his name is gonna be Rook, but that was gonna be the name either way. The first name at least was gonna be the same. Brooks, or in Rook for short, was gonna be the girl name and was gonna be the boy name. If that's your little sister you're holding, she's super cute. If I had a dog, what would I name it? I had a dog when I was younger. I've had a few. I had one named Peppy, I've had one named Flower, I've had one named Rocky. I had a Dalmatian named S-P-O-D because it spelled S-P-O-T, which was Spot. So I don't know what I would name a dog now. Maybe something like, I have Squirrel the cat, which came randomly. I did not expect I'd name my cat Squirrel, so maybe something like, if I got Squirrel, then maybe I'd name my dog like Ferret or something. Or like, what would be another one? Raccoon. Maybe I'd name my dog Raccoon.
Hi, I'm an egg. Check me out, I'm an egg. Oh, check me out, I'm an egg. Oh.
Okay, well guys, check them out. They're an egg. Huh.
Will you ever come to Northern Ireland?
I really like the idea of coming to Ireland, but I want to go to like Dublin, which is not in Northern Ireland. So, but if I had a chance and I did go to Dublin and somehow I could like have extra time to go up and go to Northern Ireland, I would not mind that. It would be cool. I would love to, but I want to go to Dublin first and foremost.
Hi Jesse, which country would you like to visit?
Currently, right now, my countries that I want to visit the most are, I want to go to Ireland. That's the one I just kind of brought up. I want to go there, and I really want to go to Australia. Those are the ones. Recently I saw JJ in, I think it was Japan. I hope that's where he was. I could be wrong in this, but I want to go to somewhere like either China, Japan, maybe like, I don't know, Hong Kong. I want to go somewhere over there and just, I've never been to that side of the world, so that's something I want to experience. That's what I'm looking at right now. All right, guys, so that was the Q&A on Snapchat for today. It was amazing. You guys had amazing questions. I want to thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate it. You should be getting another video today. It's going to be a draft to Ronaldinho on the channel. I still got to record it, so I got to get off of here, record that video. If you did like this, you want to see another Snapchat Q&A, don't forget, get this video right here to 2,000 likes. And until next time, see you guys later.